Vladimir Kramnik, Russian. Born June 25, 1975, is a Russian chess grandmaster. He was the classical world chess champion from 2000 to 2006 and the 14th undisputed world chess champion from 2006 to 2007. He has won 3 team gold medals and 3 individual medals at chess Olympiads. Kramnik publicly announced his retirement as a professional chess player in January 2019. He stated he intends to focus on projects relating to chess for children and education. Peter Leko, Hungarian. Born September 8, 1979, is a Hungarian chess grandmaster and commentator. He became the world's youngest grandmaster. In 1994, he narrowly missed winning the classical World Chess Championship 2004. The match was drawn 7-7, and so Vladimir Kramnik retained the title. He also came 5th in the FIDE World Chess Championship 2005 and 4th in the World Chess Championship 2007. Leko has achieved victories in many major chess tournaments, including the annual tournaments at Dortmund, Linners, Wijk on Zee, and the Tal Memorial in Moscow. Vladimir Kramnik playing as white versus Peter Leko playing as black. World Chess Championship 2004, Round 14, Brissago, Switzerland. Kramnik, the defending world champion, scored a brilliant victory in the 14th and final game. Peter Leko resigned after 41 moves when faced with checkmate come game 14. Leko needed only one more draw to secure the title of world chess champion. Kramnik was faced with the task of winning at all costs in order to save his title. Kramnik, the defending world champion, scored a brilliant victory in the 14th and final game. Peter Leko resigned after 41 moves when faced with checkmate. This is only the 3rd time in the entire history of the World Championship that the defending champion has saved his title by winning in the final game. The game itself was a duel of controlled aggression. Leko is not averse to repeating the main lines of the Caro can. By contrast, Kramnik must seek sharper paths. This move, favored by Nimzowitsch, tall and short, is ideal for a must-win situation, since it locks pawn formations and avoids premature exchanges. Nimzowitsch liked this 3e5 variation and would play here for bd3. His most famous game with this line is sadly a loss. A magnificent maneuvering game against Capablanca from New York, 1927. h5 may be preferable. Instead, knight e2 is possible. It looks more natural to retreat the bishop along the b1h7 diagonal, but in that case, black has to reckon with a dangerous pawn sack, e5, e6. This looks like a new move. Black has one way to free himself before white's pawns begin to exert a fatal grip. A small combination that regains his pawn, but at the cost of trading his dark squared bishop. Queen c7 would doubtless transpose. but this is more forcing. The tone of play for the middle game is set black's. Position is resilient, but white has a promising future on the central dark. Squares. Fritz now wanted to try the line-opening gambit. d4, but no human player would yet regard. Such drastic measures as necessary. Accepting some exchanges, but white's dark square grip persists. In contrast, bishop take g6 gives black too much. Counterplay along the half-open f-file. From now on, white's play is direct and brutal. I would have played bishop f1 and followed it. With king e3, Kramnik has no truck with such sophisticated nuances and goes directly for the jugular. And here, I would have left black's kings, side pawns severely alone, and traded on d3. White, though it must be admitted that white's knight will always be superior to black's bishop. g5 is possible instead, but Kramnik is all for open lines. An admirable display of energy. But after bishop take a 4, black reduces the tension and gains counterplay. Bad move. Leko exhibits an alarming tendency towards a bunker mentality. After this passive move, black is strangled, in the style of his hero Petrosian or Nimzowitsch, the arch blockader and early prophet of e5 against the Caro-Kann. Clearing the a-file merely offers white a further avenue of attack after a take b5. Creating a terrible outpost on c7 for his rook. Black must prevent such an invasion at all costs. Black has plugged one path for white's forces, but more soon open. Black, we soon see, is fatally debilitated on the central dark square complex. Passive defense is hopeless, so black tries to clear off as many white pawns as he can. Good move. The decisive coup. White's small but highly efficient army is ready to concentrate its powers and deal with the death blow. The same theme. The way White's king now takes the black fortress by storm with just rook and knight. Against rook and bishop reminds me strongly of the epic king march and superlative conclusion of Game 5 from the Petrosian-Bitvinik World Championship match, Moscow 1963. Black resigns sins. Checkmate. A jewel of a game and a sublime atonement for the sins of omission. In some previous games of this match, now compare the celebrated King March by Petrosian that doubtless provided inspiration for Kramnik as he conducted his final onslaught.
Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.